Heejin, at the beginning you said you were talking about Alien. I didn't know that was a series movie. It's just we normally grammatically that's not a mistake really, but we usually don't describe something as a series movie. We would say I didn't know that was a prequel, or I didn't know that was a sequel, or if you want to say series, I would probably just say I didn't know that was that movie was part of a series or something like that. I wouldn't just call it a series movie. You call something a horror movie, or especially because it sounded like serious too, so that made it especially difficult. You said it was horror and bizarre. The word horror doesn't work there. It was bizarre, that's fine. It was horror. Horror is a noun, right? So it's a genre, horror. It can be used as an adjective, I guess. It is a horror movie. But you wouldn't say it was horror. You would say it was scary. It was scary. It was terrifying. Something like that. It was scary and bizarre. That was the time I hugged within. A couple times you said I hugged with. You don't have to say hugged with, just I hugged. The word with there is completely unnecessary. And then you said I always be careful about my words. I would just say simply you can change M to B or B to M. I always am careful about my words. And another expression that we always, or not always, but commonly say, I am always careful with what I say. That is a common expression. I'm careful with what I say. I always be careful. I always am careful. Eugene, you said gives some kind of assignment the last minute. You just need to use the word at the last minute. At the last minute. He did this at the last minute, at the last minute. You said more closer. You can't really say more closer, just closer. And then I wasn't sure if it was pronunciation-wise or something. You were talking about the hugging or something more intimate. It almost sounded like you said intimidate, but I don't think you said intimidate. I think you said intimate. I think it's just pronunciation-wise. Intimate. The A is not a long A sound. It's almost like an IT sound. Intimate. It sounded like you said intimate, but it's intimate. You said the after drinks. Just add the word work. After work drinks. The after work drinks. And last one, you said for my case. Usually we probably say in my case. In my case or for me. For me is okay. But if you use the word case, in my case, in her case, like that. Any questions?